freed.
As Zildin takes this opportunity, okay, well, while you're moving me, just center me right there so the forks are aligned on there.
So Uker's picking up the forklift and aiming it.
Right.
All right, so Uker, give me the dex check as basically your... as Zildin, you can aid.
20.
All right, so Uker picks up the forklift and forks it into the place where it's supposed to be and sets the construct down.
There we go.
All right, and then the forklift is able to... It struggles a little bit against this weight. There's a considerable amount of weight, but it very slowly is able to move this big thing out and then slowly drop it down to the ground. Isildin's in a good position to wipe off some of the condensation, to have a look inside.
Come on, dragon. Come on, dragon.
Yeah, so this is probably a D6 to see what bestiary I'm pulling this from.
Come on, dragon.
Well, let's have a look at bestiary 4.
Or get some
Odium
Odyug or some nonsense.
Odium.
Yes, I will help you. Oh,
Shit.
oh it's... Ahmed, do you remember the ancient one?
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that noise it kept making? Blib poop.
Apparently I had bestiary 4 out already.
Whoopee.
Poopy.
Well, I wouldn't stop laughing. That was awesome.
I'm looking for a huge creature.
Dragon!
Dragon! A huge living creature. So far they're all small. Oops, here's a huge one. Oh, it's a construct.
Dragon!
Weird.
Oh, my basement is cold. I probably should turn on the heater.
Okay.
Or get my
Yeah, it's minus 20 here in Canada. Well, last night, anyways.
Yeah. I should probably fiddle with that Nobby over there. Hey, Nobby, come over here. Let me fiddle with you.
And that's why I don't go to the gym.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay, we'll make this easy. 1 is a giant, 2 is a dragon, 3 is something else.
Come on, dragon!
Gold dragon. Gold dragon.
Somebody
I'm
give
a
me a
fun
D3?
dragon, not a gold dragon.
A black dragon. Oh no! Put it back. Put it back.
Is Mark typing? He looks like he's typing.
Give me a D3.
A giant!
A giant.
Pansy.
Green giant.
I am going to abandon.
Any angelic-looking ones? Any tree-looking ones? Any treants in there? Because you know where I can get some wood.
Please, sir, might I amputate one of your limbs?
Okay. The towering creature inside has finely chiseled features. D2.
Sounds giantish to me.
Her skin is pale and smooth, and long wispy hair flutters inside the canister that is frozen. Knowledge.
Natorb?
Nature? Yep.
All right.
Let me do this, because Lemmy's got... Oh, he doesn't.
So you're going in? Uker gets a 19.
It is a cloud giant.
Ooh.
Cloud giants are...
And,
Not necessarily bad.
There is something particularly similarly impressive about this cloud giant. Like finally finely chiseled features, very strong jaw, excellent musculature, attractive, seemingly healthy. Also a specimen. Also a specimen that may be younger than older, although with giants it's harder to tell.
All right, boys, let's crack open the super giantess. I will woo her with my 3 charisma. This will be excellent.
All right, I want to see that.
Okay, there's a panel that has a designation, and then there's a panel that shows a blue outline of a vaguely female humanoid form.
Donovan. Yes,
What
okay.
are you, drunk?
Open this one. Okay. Don't not like him where it goes boop 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 blah. We want open. All right. We will tell it to open.
Okay, what are you telling? Where are you telling it to open?
I will go to the panel.
On the side of the box, or
The one on the side of the box. Yeah, on the box.
okay?
Oh, Marty, sorry, I just thought of something stupid. I have regenerate. If I snap something off myself, it should regenerate. That's wood.
I don't know if you can make holy symbols from your own flesh, but
I'm certain. I guarantee there's gods where you could do that.
sure.
Hey, Yig doesn't care.
Well, the thing
Nick,
is,
what do you think?
when you snap it off, does it stay that, or does it turn into like a little gnome hand?
I don't want to turn back anymore. But I regenerate. Let me regenerate. It regenerates, so it should grow
Regenerate doesn't necessarily mean stuff grows back. It means you can reattach stuff.
back.
am I confused?
No, regenerate does.
You will slowly regrow lost limbs, but the thing with polymorph is I don't think it stays. Lemmy, you know that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, I was just creating a
On
token
with the
for
trip.
the.
Holy fuck!
You can.
Oh. Hello there. Let me.
Perfect. We've got our diplomacy tentacles. All right, so you are
Means
playing
hello.
with the panel
Which means
along the
goodbye.
side. Give me a use magic device or.
Computer use? Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't have a computer. Don't have computer use. 29.
Okay, so you push some things, and then there's this warning flashing light, and there's a yellow around the highlight of the outline of the humanoid body, and there's now whooshes of air kind of coming out of the sides as maybe some pressure is changing from the inside and the outside, and some strange gases are leaking from the side of the crate.
Marty,
I wonder if she's going to be upset.
Lemmy's readying to do heal, like heal checks.
Okay.
If we need like the bring her back to life kind of thing, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Imagine
just,
rolling 18s down your row and your GM just being like, re-roll it. That character mysteriously is not present. Well, it might be in the tank inside the orb. It might be like, nope. It's where all the Twinkie goes. So Lemmy has got the case out, and he's got tentacles ready to help. Eventually the box does open.
Can Lemmy wear the robe? Like put it on one of his tentacles, like a robe, like.
So you grab
looks
the doctor robe and
No,
you've got it around.
just put it through my tentacle, like it looks like I'm wearing a robe.
Sure.
What are you doing?
That way it looks like I'm a professional.
The gases stop kind of shooting out, and there's a click from an opening in the long box.
Okay.
Okay. Donovan will get Uker to boost him up on top of the box.
Okay.
Try to figure out how to.
Yeah, you're able to push some buttons along the side of the opening of the box, and it eventually just kind of helps you open, like it opens up automatically. And then there is what looks like a very cold, unconscious cloud giant woman. She has like a thin gossamer like nightgown on.
That's good. we were in the goo tubes.
With some strategic place like
Chainmail.
bands. No, I mean like bands of cloth that might have some metal and some devices attached to them. Like there's some blinking lights coming into the metal. She's not restrained in any way, but she's not awake.
Try to wake her up.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
She's
hold
cold
on
to the
a second,
touch.
hold on.
Her flesh is really, really cold.
Which
worries you for a moment.
A heal check on her.
Okay. This place does seem to freeze people, maybe in a way that wouldn't kill them.
Do you want me to roll or?
Heal check? Go ahead. Are you using one of the charges of the kit or not?
I don't think I can even penetrate the skin if it's frozen. Heal.
Ahmed doesn't do a lot of cooking.
I don't know. I'm assuming this thing is like a needle that goes into the.
Yeah, some of them are like hypodermic kind of things.
Okay, and my heal is at 26.
So you're using a charge or not?
No, I'm just seeing what she like. Is she just cold or like is she frozen solid? Like what's her deal?
She is sleeping.
She's sleeping.
Randomly is just telling you all the answers to all the questions, and you're just ignoring, and it's awesome.
How's it going, randomly?
So?
Good to see you.
Sure.
Do you remember
Right.
your Super Game Boy that you can use to scan people?
Yeah, it's a good idea, eh?
Okay, so you take up the big tentacle thing. Well, it's equipment
It's
that you
in
carried,
him.
so it's in you.
Now, is this thing considered a magic device?
No.
All right, so I'm turning back.
Okay.
How many of those shape changes do you have a day?
6.
Okay.
All right, so Lemio.
You got a better idea?
Well, by this point, Lemio has probably healed himself completely, so it was a
Yeah,
really good
for
yeah,
shot.
Lemmy's fully
Yeah.
healed.
She's really cold.
Scan and start doing the thing.
Why don't we put her in goo tube?
The scan is basically saying that she has cryostasis. She's in. Wait, you could read the thing from the scan.
There's different functions I can scan through.
Yeah, and which functions are you using?
I'm gonna scan through all of them and see what gives me the good stuff.
Okay. It is telling you that she is in the early stages of cryosleep.
Reanimation.
No, there's an illness, but
She's suffering from cryosleep hypoxia, and she hasn't. She's in the early stages of basically cryosleep thaw.
Okay, so normal. Give her some time and she'll be fine.
maybe we take her to the hallway or medical place. Medical.
Can you carry that thing, Iker?
How much does she weigh?
She weighs 5,000 pounds.
5,000 pounds. All right. So Uker's current.
4,950 pounds.
All right. Give me a second. So it's without my magic, it's actually a little a bit hot in there.
And then the container that she's in is probably another 3,000 pounds.
All right. So we might be in the. So not raging, I can I can drag 20,000 pounds without having to expend extra energy. I can lift it. I can lift her up. Not quite her and the container. I would need some help.
Okay. The construct could fit out the door.
Okay.
While it doesn't look like it's meant to, you could wheel this thing out of here. Kind of wheel it through the office and out the door.
Why you just use that thing?
Yeah, don't out your back, just throw it on this thing. And the Zildjian just like pushes it out the door.
You might have to close the lid a little bit to get it out, but
He learns that as he smashes it into the wall.
Zildjian just wrecking everything. Oh,
It's almost like he's not under that compulsion for the stick anymore.
right, exactly.
Oh no, he's trying to go straight. He's trying to learn how to go straight.
Okay, so you managed to navigate this thing outside. Give me a drive check as you're going through the office with computer equipment
Let's say
that controls this place.
11.
All right, there's some awkward scraping, and you may have damaged the door, which now doesn't shut like to the outside of this place. We'll say that this door is now damaged. It doesn't fully. As you're now wheeling. I almost want to get a forklift picture. Forklift. Oh, look at this. Thanks to people who are trying to sell forklifts, there are plenty of pictures of forklifts.
Uker's like,
This is from nfelifts.com if you're in the business for buying forklift.
brought to you by.
Yep.
Uker can carry it. It's just he has to rage while doing it, or get any other one of his bonuses back. Just one.
How does it feel with technology replacing your ability scores?
It's not great.
Feels pretty normal.
All right. Saving throw. Or sorry. So this is called the forked construct. All right. Unless you guys have a better name for it.
We gotta get Midwick some small plasma pistols, and we'll be all set. We'll just hide behind him as he destroys everything.
And then Midwick's like, no, I'm not going back to my time. I'm staying here.
I'm staying here where I rule.
All right. So here's the forked construct. Huge. And it's Lynn's driving it, and it's pushing this thing around.
Funny. All right, we'll go back.
Things in D&D I didn't expect.
So Uker's going to help with the steering of this thing.
Okay.
By pushing it around.
Picking it up whenever it fails. Picking up
Lemmy's
the back
gonna give
wheels and moving it over. Okay.
Lemmy's
Yeah.
gonna give the stuff to Midwick to carry, because if I want to turn, I don't want to turn back again.
Got it.
Donovan is going to put some healing onto Midwick and Lemmy, I think.
Lemmy's healed. Lemmy's fully healed. Oh,
Okay,
Marty,
then
did you
they
get rid of my
set it
other
up.
creature?
Which
Can
one?
you just move it off the
I just moved your fire thing and the
The
plant
earth.
thing.
the plant thing is the one that's got the right stuff on it.
Yep.
Okay, I think Donovan is going to use another 4 rounds of Bard Song to do another Cure Serious Wounds blast.
It's further down. I'll move it beside the party. There are your
Thank you.
tokens. You're welcome. Okay, so Zildjian, yeah, there's lots of space out here. With the abyssal landscape. You guys, as you look out across the abyssal landscape, you notice that it looks like there are so many demons like locusts that they form a cloud off this one planet and seem to be heading from one planet to the next one.
Can you move that all the way here?
To here?
Yeah.
Like rocks are
Yeah.
flying demons going from one of the dead planets to the partially alive ones.
Wait. Can you move your thing all the way there?
Hey, Ahmed.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
wanna mute?
sorry. Sorry.
Also, can you
Or
move
can
your
move
thing
the
over there?
all the way there. That's
Yeah, all the way there is where it should probably be. Sounds like he's got the tactical smarts in your family.
Shut up, I'm brilliant.
Okay, it was
How many
27,
tangles
27 healing to everyone.
Okay. Locric's fine now.
Uh,
That was 27.
yep.
Are you slated for deprecation?
No, you are.
Yes.
Oh, then we agreed. Do you understand the cryohypoxia?
What happens after deprecation?
You see your god.
I do not have a god. What god will I see? Are you suggesting that I go and visit All Saints? Or sorry, All Faith's shrine before I am deprecated?
It would be a high
You've got an
recommend.
all-faith shrine? Can we go there, please?
All Faith's shrine is located on Skybridge B.
Yeah. We'll go there as soon as we get.
It's
This
so
last
it's near the
right.
place with the
It's near
plants,
the
the
same-
arboretum.
Same place.
Arboretum is located on Skybridge B.
Perfect. We can take you to the All Saints Shrine where you can speak to the gods.
Yeah,
do
I'll be
you
in
go
that
to
bag.
Mechanus? Where do you
I recommend Yig.
He's a being of metal and machine.
Yeah, let me
Are you slated for deprecation?
No.
You look like you
What?
should be slated for deprecation.
Normally I have a morning where I get to have my rituals and I get to put on some creams and I get to do my hair. There's some effort that goes into it. I understand that I'm not at my utmost.
I certainly could use an oil bath.
That sounds pretty good, actually. I still have goo in places I do not want to imagine.
That sounds awful. Perhaps you should summon a cleaning.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? You
Servant.
keep that crap to yourself.
Oh, it's so close.
There are many servants on the... Alright, yeah, Zeldan looks like it's a tight fit. Give me another drive skill. Uker can assist at +2.
Uker aids.
Okay.
21.
Oh yeah, you masterfully maneuver the big woman inside the casket, being held up by the four construct with Uker kicking the side of the construct to try to get it straight. The rest of the party following. You hear a calm voice, and welcome to Concourse A.
Thank you. Okay.
Lift A is out of order.
How's the reactor doing? All right, concourse, have it your way.
Jonathan starts punching a wall. Good times.
All right, the party moves in. Cloud Giant Woman
Is my gun done yet?
being navigated. One more drive track, and it looks like you guys are close to your goal.
Zucker aid.
Uker will aid. Uker does not aid.
Oh.
Kicking it the wrong way. He doesn't realize it's rear wheel steering, and he's kicking the front end.
All right, well, 18's enough to get through it, despite Uker. Uker's not helping nor hindering. He's just remarking that rubber wheels are really interesting. give them a good kick, and they just sort of bounce back. You'd be breaking a wagon wheel at this point, which gets him lost in his thought. Let's see if there are any ethereal creatures observing your passage. None that pop out of the ethereal to blast you. You are passing by the Gene Archive, which you were not allowed into, and the fabrication lab where a musket is being built.
Let's take a peek to see how it's going.
Okay. It looks like the fabrication of the musket is near completion.
Nice. Let's go deposit the lady in the medbay.
All right. Wheeling all the way down to the medbay.
So you're just gonna leave that young elf boy?
You're probably bringing the vehicle into the medbay might be a little too tricky, given.
Yeah.
But you could definitely push the big box. Like it seems to be a very
so
rounded.
if Uker rages, he can just carry it around.
Okay.
Without rage, he needs to push it. So he can push and drag it, and then he'd have to rage to actually pick it up.
Okay. Well, it looks like it could just be pushed right into the medbay. Are any of you staying outside with the fork construct, or like who is going into the medbay? Is basically my question.
Uker and Donovan will go to the medbay because somebody needs to poke a computer button.
Okay. I'm gonna drag you guys to the medbay.
Okay.
Who else? Lokrik will have his gun and take cover beside the fork construct with the Zildjian on it.
Yeah, Mark and Ahmed are both playing chairs right now.
No, I'm just I'm just getting something. But Lemmy's gonna go in to help with the healing.
Makes sense.
And Midwick will get ready at the door with some bombs if he needs to.
Okay, he'll be ready at the door with the bombs. Altagar, and who's taking Mr. Obsolete? I guess Donovan had it.
Donovan has it.
Okay, and then Altagar, what are you doing? Azildan and Altagar.
Azildan's gonna guard the hallway with his mighty construct.
Okay, Lokrik
And
is
his gun.
Lokrik is hanging off the back of the construct, so he hops kind of on the back and is holding onto it with the gun in his hand, and Azildan's in the driver's seat with the gun in his lap.
Yeah. We gotta get one of these for home.
And then Altagar, well, we could probably take it with us, says Lokrik.
Yeah.
Uker's ears are burning.
We don't have to deal with Dog Boy to lift things.
Altagar's just gonna guard the door, more or less.
Okay. You guys go into medbay. It does not look like anyone has been here since you passed, or since you came here in your short foray out into this strange place. And Uker's just basically pushing the big box with the woman in it.
Yep. We're gonna go take a peek at Dante.
Okay. Who is Uker after doing
Uker's
that?
gonna go take a peek at Dante.
Okay. You notice that there's a little bit of movement inside the canister. Like one of his spindly little arms with his fingers might have been touching the top.
Okay, I'm gonna wander over there and Donovan, Dante is weak.
Hello.
Hi.
I am Dante Rex Megorian. You are Uker. You notice that there was this brief pause, like he's talking to you in your mind, and he kind of tricked you into saying what your name was, and he heard your, like, the name come to your mind. Yeah, exactly. I am very weak.
Are you ready to come out, or are you still in there?
My reincarnation. And you notice that it was... He says the word, but he sifted through some terms that he thought that maybe you would understand. And that was the closest one. but it's reincarnation where there were once one of him and he split into 6. The one that he came from looked really old and decrepit, and the six new ones seemed very young.
We shall live forever.
It is a very strange form of reproduction you have there. Seems kind of.
Is that Donovan or?
Donovan would be thinking like that's a weird form of reproduction. Uker's like that's weird.
When you approach, he's polite and includes you into the telepathic conversation.
Yeah, the reason
I am the 6th incarnation of Zenzune. I am Dante Rex Megorian. Do not be frightened.
Frightened is on the list of things that we are, but it's kind of been pushed away by excited and chilly.
Yes. They are always tinkering with building materials.
What is in the secure area?
There are many secure areas upon this vessel.
The ultra-secure area across from the medical bay.
There are many ultra-secure areas on this vessel, my friend.
The one across from this medical bay.
Ah, that is the armory.
Good. Are there weapons in your armory?
Yes.
How do we get into the armory?
We must repel the attackers. They do not mean us well.
Yes, and we repel with weapons, usually. What have you done with our holy symbols and spell components?
What do you mean?
We need our holy symbols and spell components to utilize our spells.
Yes, it appears that my recuperation was interrupted in addition to your... And then he's sifting through words, like they're a bunch of words that you understand, like he's sifting through a carousel of words. And he's like, nursery, school, parentage. Your beginning has been interrupted. He skipped over indoctrination, like quickly. I'm sorry. This is not going according to their plans. Our plans. Their plans.
Who is Imros?
Imros. You notice that there are several words that come to your mind before he actually chooses which one. He's saying brilliant, devious, schemer, greedy, critic, leader, and there was like a bunch of question marks around it. Manipulative.
All right, this guy's, you know what? This guy's on point.
He is a gnome. And the word gnome was superimposed by Uber. Like there was some concept of greater gnome and
Super gnome. You put a Z in front of anything and it becomes
mixed in there was something you did understand, illusion. As in he was an illusionist.
What would he have done with Uka's wolf?
I'm sorry, I underwent my reincarnation about the same time that you were... Zenzune remembers being part of the argument as to whether or not we should make corrections to your beings.
What's wrong with our beings?
The wolf was one of the things. You were not born that way.
Okay, you're right. The wolf is fair enough.
So I believe that the others may have removed it. There are more complex things. He's choosing very simple words in the same way that, Uker, you know that alchemy, on your first day of alchemy, you are not taught the secrets of alchemy. You are taught the basics. And then the rest of your life in doing alchemy is breaking those rules of the basics.
Yeah.
First day of science class, they are not teaching you science.
Imros had a plan for the wolf. It was something devious.
Imros always has plans within plans. He, however, is necessary. And you notice that there's like the concept of deals and speaking to creatures and getting things that we need and facilitating
How do we get
things.
level 3 access?
There are many levels of access. Level 3 will get you into the armory. Level 4 will get you into command.
Well, how do
Level
we get
5,
level 4 access?
many of the restricted areas. We must stop the ether gaunts. We must stop them.
Holy symbols, spell components, spell foci, these are all things that help us stop the Ethagons.
One of one is a mechanical being. He is one of us. One of them. One of us. He seems confused. He doesn't know if he is part of their circle any longer.
Huh.
Their experimentation with creating a field of etherealness where one does not belong. It seems to have gone awry. It would explain the presence of the ether gaunts, unless one of the other experiments have gone wrong. But if so, we are in terrible danger. Regardless, the ether gaunts want this vessel.
Are we an experiment?
Should they get this vessel, they will. There's this feeling of sadness that overwhelms Zucker a little bit, and then the sadness turns into fatigue, and you realize that you're stressing out the Dante in his medical pod. There's some flashing lights now, as it looks like he's losing consciousness.
If it can't be saved, should it be destroyed?
So much has been collected. So much has to be preserved. Look outside the window. It is the fate of all worlds. This and other things will consume them in this, the great contraction.
We're on Noah's Ark, and we don't like mosquitoes, so we can go to the bay and squish all the 2 mosquitoes. And then there's no more mosquitoes.
You start deleting things.
Fuck. All right.
So much has been collected, and you get like religions and culture and scripture and art and music and magic
Where are
and
the religions?
materials and understanding.
Yeah. So okay, good.
As he starts to he's starting to pass out. You maybe can
Okay.
force one more question from him.
All right. No, this is good. Actually, nah, he can't give that. All right. This lady, these boxes.
Okay, he passes out, and the blinking light turns from red to yellow, and there's some weird gas that gets pumped into the into the medical bed.
Well,
He might still be alive. Give me a sense motive. As you're looking at the beeps and like, is it okay? Right.
he seems fine.
That is the sound of A-OK.
Let me scan him.
Okay, the scan doesn't work through the pod, which is interesting, Lemmy.
Okay.
It didn't work on this creature in the first place.
But it seems to be he's okay. He's stable.
It's going boop, not beep.
Yeah, exactly. He's not dead. You see him. You see like a nostril flare, a strange nostril flail, and a twitch from one of his many arms.
Will we be able to fit the woman in this thing?
No, these beds are much too small for the woman.
Well, at least it's warm in here.
Seriously?
How do we? What are we gonna do? Try to stick a goo mask on the face? Stick her in the tube? What if the thingy mask doesn't do the thingy?
Lemmy's gonna.
Mr. Obsolete, it seems to be no help in this situation aside from telling you what room you're in.
Are there any writing implements? Do they do paper?
No.
Are there any fluids that we could use as ink?
Yes. There is lots of the green ooze which you could hand paint on walls and things.
All right. We are going to write in giant
Okay?
a message on the wall
All right.
that says
And where are you sticking the Cloud Giant woman in the box?
she's going to be in the room with the message in the wall. Right there.
Okay, and the message says in big block giant letters written in
big
goo.
block giant letters. We are trying to save you. Please don't smush us. The
We are
human,
the
the
naked
part
ones.
giant, a couple of gnomes, and a couple of elves.
We're the naked ones.
Naked party.
We are trying to save you.
haven't
Please don't
found
smush
pants.
us. All right, so
party.
you kind of ran out of room for after you wrote. You were trying to save you. But please don't smush us. Ran out of goo and room. Some of the goo
that's
is
fine.
starting to harden, and writing. It's like writing a sign without measuring it out first. You're like, oh shit!
it's like-
you kind of like the last part of the sentence gets kind of smushed together. Ironically, it's the smush part. Please don't smush us.
It's funny. It's part of that is because you'd think that you'd be sending Donovan out to craft those things. Donovan doesn't know giant. Uker's writing the fucking message.
All right, so you've got this big messy, area where you've written some
Yep.
stuff.
Okay. We know there's a bunch of weapons in the ultra secure location. We also know that there is a way to access the religions, which means that there should be a way to fabricate holy symbols. Also means that there should be an arcane repository, so there should be a place full of spell components. So these are all things that exist on this if they're storing that stuff. So we can get it.
Alright, the question is, where the hell is it? We know I can get some wood from there, and there's also the altar of the gods or shrine of the gods or something like that.
Yes.
But possibly it's next to it. Oh, while we're here, you said there were some diamonds.
Yes.
Let's take
Well,
those, because guess what's a spell component?
Diamonds.
I don't really care what it looks like.
You guys know that Lokrik has a
making diamond
heroic
robots.
thing. Yep. He's got
Okay,
hero.
you guys step out into the hall,
Yep.
and Azildan's doing donuts, yelling to Lokrik, look, it replaces boards too. I found a switch. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you.
Azilden's just singing weird halfling songs from a grove and going in a circle. I don't think that constitutes replacing Bard.
Well, I'm inspired.
All right, this thing is starting to. I think I can
Starting
understand.
to make too much noise. Shut that crap off.
Okay, you guys hear through these doors an explosion.
South.
Inner security protocols failing. Command has been breached.
No.
All right.
There's a flicker of lights.
Okay,
We should probably take that.
Marty.
Hmm.
Was it Fabrication Lab 2 or Fabrication Lab 3 that was making the diamond drill bits? I think it was Fabrication 2.
2. Yeah, you couldn't get into fabrication. Sorry, you couldn't get into Fab Lab 3. 2 is creating the diamond bits.
Let's go grab those diamond
Yeah.
bits.
Okay.
Hey, how long for the?
Strange that they fabricate diamonds. You know, that's like it's kind of beyond your comprehension at this point. But you are able to relinquish. Let's see.
10 million.
5 weirdly diamond-shaped things worth probably about 1,000 gold pieces each.
Cool. We can now die, and if we can find a holy symbol, one of us can be brought back to life. Okay.
So you raid
So who's
Fabrication Lab 3.
ticking that down?
I don't know
let me-
who's carrying it. You guys should
Well-
rigorously be keeping track of things in your character sheets,
Yes.
given how little you have.
Well, what's that spell? Heroic
Fortune,
pointy heroic fortune. I think that one is
100 gold pieces.
yes. So, hey Bard, you get some of these because
Got it. And then once you use it, you can't use your raised head.
who cares? We got cloning tubes. We clone your ass.
See if you can get it to make some more. Donovan, see if you can make it to make some more for Lab 2.
Do you hear the beaky boopy bombing bang?
Oh shit, fine. Listen, while we're doing that, I could probably just sneak off and go get wood while you're fighting. I'm just saying.
All right, but yeah, Fabrication Lab 2 doesn't seem to be building anything. There are no designs pending.
Okay. Let's go to Design Lab 3.
Okay.
Can't.
Or Design
Design
Lab.
Lab.
Yep.
Yeah, we go in.
Oh, fabrication. Sorry, design lab. Yeah.
Okay, Donovan's going in. Anyone else? Everyone else waiting in the hallway?
I need to head.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay,
Dawn.
it looks like Fabrication Lab 2 and 1 are ready to be loaded. It looks like the
All right,
musket
should we-
is done.
Oh, the musket's done. Perfect. We're gonna load. Oh. Do we need AC? Do we need weapons? Nobody came with me, so I guess I'm deciding.
Can't make weapons.
What do they have for armor? Because I couldn't find holy symbols or anything with wood last time.
Nothing with wood.
You can find pretty much any player handbook armor.
Okay. So
Full blade!
chain, a couple of chain shirts.
Does not look like you have access to special materials, so
Okay.
steel, iron, and something called like synthetic leather.
Okay.
Which pretty much allows you to make any any armor.
Any armor. Well, I guess I could stack it up to make two different kinds.
You also see that there is is a scatter suit? There are scatter suits. Scatter light suit is what it's called.
Is it like armor versus the gun?
It looks like a tight form. Looks like a tight-fitting form of highly reflective somethings. It looks kind of metallic, but it looks like you could probably move in it.
Oh, it looks like something Donovan would like. It looks like a jumpsuit.
They come in different colors: brown, black, white, gray, green, red, blue, orange, and prismatic. But it looks like as you go through that list, it will take longer and longer to craft.
What are the colors again?
Brown, black, white, gray, green, red, blue, orange, prismatic.
How long?
Are these colors?
You could
similar to
probably
dragons?
you could probably create a gray suit in the same amount of time it took to create the musket.
Okay, and how long would it take to make like chain shirt and that kind of stuff?
Chain shirt looks like about half that time.
Okay. And I'm allowed to say two. I like two of this.
Yep, it just increases the time to craft.
Right, but I can't queue multiple things.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Right. Okay. So one room is going to make 2 chain shirts.
Okay.
The other room is going to make 2 dwarvish war axes.
2. Okay.
Guess what? Uker can swing a dwarvish war axe as a martial weapon. Guess what? You get a war axe now. And Lokrik, you want full plate too fucking bad. You gotta get a chain shirt because Uker needs a chain shirt.
Got it. Okay. So Donovan queues these things up.
Yep. They should be relatively simple to make, I would assume.
Yep.
30 minutes, 1,000 gold pieces or something like that.
Yeah. Like there's actually going to be masterwork versions of these things. So.
And then we're gonna try to go back to where we were going before. I think.
Okay.
Heading back around.
What do you do when you pass fabrication? Oh, yeah, you guys are standing there looking at fabrication lab 2, and you see that their weird robotic arms are now starting to do stuff, conveyor belts and weird glowing lights.
The musket's done.
Lemmy, you've got a
Midwick.
masterwork small musket with 30 shots and enough gunpowder.
50?
I think you guys
How many
said 30.
Okay. Okay, so how many times a round can I fire this thing?
1.
Okay.
I think rapid shot applies to the specific weapon that you selected.
Rapid shot.
Yeah, this is a long barrel firearm.
I didn't select anything. I don't have anything selected for it.
I think you're proficient in all of them, but I think when you take rapid shot, you have to take a specific one.
Rapid reload.
Sorry, rapid reload. Yeah.
Oh,
funny.
reload.
So, well, I think then it's a full round action to reload.
Firearms weapon group.
We'll find an ether gaunt with a pistol. You can use it like a funny rifle.
Loading a firearm, you must at least have one arm free.
But I do have. Oh, I don't have my third arm.
No, you don't.
Ah! Failure.
It's a full round action to load the barrel of a two-handed early firearm.
Which means that you do one shot with the musket, you finish your full round attack with bombs, and then you next round reload the musket and hope it's dead.
Character without this feat needs a move action to reload. Standard action to a one-handed firearm. Full round, low to heavy.
It does D10 20 times 4
D10 20 times 4.
and has a misfire of 1
Okay.
because it's masterwork. We'll say it reduces it by 1, even though I don't think the rules do it.
It's a
Musket.
space super musket.
D10 20 times 4.
How quaint your little powder gun is.
Zuker's showing off his weird force rifle. Okay, the 2 fabrication labs seem to be working, and Lokrik just glances to Donovan, because Lokrik seems to understand what's being built. He gives you a slight smile and nod. You know, with his mythic craft, he looks at what's being gathered, and he's like, "Yeah,
Looks like some blades and some handles.
yep." All right, where are you guys headed now?
We're gonna go. I assume back around to Concourse B to try to get to Skybridge B to get to the
Okay.
shrines and the.
To double time it?
Yep. Up.
All right, there doesn't seem to be anything that disturbed Cryolab pens. You still see the damaged door into the cryo storage.
Are we still driving the forklift?
I think you're still driving the forklift.
Hells yeah.
We'll say through the doors that you've already gone through. You don't have to roll again. But new circumstances you might, or in combat situations, you're basically
Does the
taking
forklift
10.
have trample?
It could. it's probably a really good thing. Are you running? Are you
we're gonna
running
try for
over?
a gore.
Are you running over the intellect devour? Okay.
Yes.
It kind of squirts out from from one of the wheels and the body of it flies against the wall. You can see that locust swarm of demons going from that one planet, still trying to like fly and travel towards the other one, like some ungodly hand reaching out.
Ezzy, do you want to safari there next time?
Of all the things Stranger Things.
Yeah. Gonna need a few more arrows.
Yeah.
Welcome
Need to
to
find Jordan Gunner.
Welcome to Concourse B. Zildin drives his forked construct in there with Lokrik riding.
That would be the best.
Yeah, actually, Lokrik is riding on the back of it. Lemio could ride on on it as well. All right, and then you got Uker kicking the tires to make sure everything's going all right, and then everyone else huffing.
Yeah, Donovan's
to
kind of just
keep
not
you up.
wanting to get run over.
Yep.
Then the safest
The
place is
door to the
on
lift, when you kind of go by it, opens.
Hello.
It's just a circular chamber, and doesn't seem to be much in it. There are windows.
Donovan will take a peek up the elevator.
Okay. Yeah, you do see that there is a panel beside, on both sides of the elevator, or the.
Is
or
there
the
a
lift.
floor in there?
Yeah, there's a floor. Yep.
Perfect.
Illusion.
Okay. Go into Skybridge B.
Okay. All right. On the left-hand side, there is a massive wall of glass. For lack of your understanding, it's glass. And you see a veritable ocean of creatures on the other side of the glass. Like, you're looking down and there's like coral reefs and sharks and little fish and colorful fish and weird clams and crabs, and
Like an aquarium?
it is a massive aquarium.
That's pretty impressive.
Uker walks up to the massive aquarium.
Okay.
Don't do it.
You're looking around. Give me a perception check as you're looking in. Like, are you looking for something specific, or?
I'm looking in, and then I'm going to look at the glass.
Okay.
32.
All right. You do see that there appears to be a portal